Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're taking a look at a set of knockoff Legos, and today we have 8 figures all based on the book of Boba Fett. A little bit different today because I do have the actual Lego set where all of these figures come from, so we're going to be comparing the knockoffs to the official ones. This set also comes with a Cad Bane, which I happen to have a keychain version of a Cad Bane, so we can compare that too. Well, let's start off with Boba Fett himself, and well, that's already not good. Here, come on there, and I'm gonna build the gun properly. The knockoff's weapon is a bit more matte compared to the real version. So as we have here, the print on both of them are pretty much, there's a bit of a mistake there, but apart from quality control wise, the chest is pretty same actually. The helmet does have a few scratch marks on it, and as well as a little mark, but it's not too obvious. The black dots there are slightly higher than the official one, and they both have side printing, and yeah, it's pretty accurate actually on the side printing. So see, the belt looks very samey. In fact, this one is more connected than the Lego one, so this one actually looks a bit better. Leg print is, the lines are slightly thicker, but it's okay too because it just makes it a bit more clearer. And I think this piece is slightly lower than the official one. Yeah. Faces are pretty much identical. If anything, I'd say the bootleg is a little bit sharper. Mold line on the head is a little bit more obvious on the knockoff, but not too much. They both have back prints there, and the back print on the bootleg is actually pretty perfect. I noticed the shape's a little bit different, and the lining is a little bit different than the official one. I think it's probably just printed offset a little bit. Sides, both of them have side arm printing, and again, the silver marking is just a little bit off, but otherwise it's very accurate. And the Clang logo is actually missing a little bit of detail compared to the official one. It's just missing a line there on the top of like whatever the animal is, like a mammal. And the side, the print is very close and identical. The molding of jetpack is also pretty much identical. The green on this is a little bit more lime green, whereas the official one has a slightly more bluish green. So yes, they are very similar. Next up, we take a look at Fennec Shan, and yeah, I super like this character. It's one of my favorite Star Wars characters. She's just really cool. Agent Chun-Li Mei Fennec Shan, right? So yeah, body print, face print, all very close to the official. Same with the back print too. It is very sharp. I forget this one if it has no second face. Does the official one have it? Okay, so the official one has a secondary face where she's a bit more smug. Okay, so on her, the mold line head is actually a little bit more obvious on the official one. And yeah, both of them have the secondary face print, and they're pretty much identical. I'd say the white on the bootlegs, as always, is a little bit more sharp than the official. The official Lego doesn't like white paint, apparently. Next up, we have Fortuna. The color of the plastic is pretty identical. I said the knockoff headpiece is a little bit more shiny around the top, but the official one's quite shiny too. Face print is also very much spot on. The coloring on this, on the print, is a little bit lighter than the official. Otherwise, again, it's the same. Both have the same back print. So if I take his headpiece off and I take the knockoff's headpiece off, both of them do have the secondary face print, and they are just very close. I think the coloring is a little bit darker on the browns on the bootleg. In terms of putting... So that's the only thing very different from the bootleg, is that the headpiece doesn't quite want to pop in unless you get it just right, whereas the Lego one, it is quite easy to just slide it off. Like, you don't need to aim the plastic and whatever. Okay, next up we have the Gamorrean guy, and it is, the molding shape is pretty accurate. I think there's a little bit of like wash missing on the bootleg, and the plastic is way more shiny, but otherwise, again, it is very close to the official. Even the colors just down to a T. The axe is, well, missing the Lego words, and it's slightly less metallic, but they might be identical. Oh, the print here is a little bit off. There we go. There. That's also a little bit of difference there. Next up we have one of the guards, and he is also very close. Yeah, they are pretty similar. Very good copies. I'd say this time the Lego is one that looks a bit more bootleggy because the headprint has slightly thicker black lines than the official one. Next time we have this, I think it's a Revi. Is that what they called? I forget. Again, headpiece plastic, a little bit more shiny, but everything else is pretty much identical. They also gave him an extra blaster here, so he's got equipment to kill. Yeah, body print is like spot on. This is spot on. These bootlegs are really good now. Oh, and the official one's actually made out of softish plastic, whereas the bootleg has hard plastic. Next up we have our lady dancer here, and the coloring is just a little bit different. The browns are darker, the blue and white is not as obvious as the official one. Same on the back. Angry face, and angry face on the back. So, headpiece for Lego, very easy to go on. The bootleg, a little bit harder, but not as hard as the Fortuna head. Right, finally the one figure that's not actually in the set, but you know, it's part of the theme, so whoever was designing putting these figures together knows what they're doing, is Cad Bane, and I have this keychain Cad Bane, Lego keychain Cad Bane, so he's, you know, still an official figure, just done slightly differently. And yeah, at first I thought his face looked a bit derpy, but you see it's very close to the original. The only difference is that his nose and, well, not the grey bit, but his actual face, that looks a little bit bigger than it should be. So the grey bits are a little bit distorted and pushed aside. The torso print is okay, it's very identical, so it's not a bit warped or, you know, dirtied up like the face. And you can see here the molding is just slightly different, where they have the injection as the official Legos. You have the Dot 10 official Legos, a bit more of a darker metallic, whereas this one's a lighter metallic, and the molding injection is, I don't know, somewhere else. The grey on the hands is a brighter one, whereas this one's a bit yellow, although I don't know if that's just mine is a bit yellow, although it's never been under the sun, so I don't know. So yes, there you go. If the official Lego set is a little bit too expensive for you to afford, or you only want the minifigures, this knockoff set is pretty much, I would say, 90 to 80% identical to the official stuff. It's really good, and you also get a Cad Bane with it, and it's way cheaper than the official Lego stuff, especially, once again, for those who don't know, over in Southeast Asia and stuff, Lego costs way more than, say, somewhere in America or even Europe. Like, it might even be double the price in some cases than what you're used to. So this knockoff brand there is just very good. Now, I'm really happy I picked up the official one. I liked that one scene from the end of Mandalorian. I didn't really like the book of Boba Fett, although it's very true to the character Boba Fett, who is a bit of a useless person in the film, so he's a bit of a useless person in the TV show too, but that doesn't make good entertainment. But I still really like a Jabba's palace that I never got, and I still really like, you know, all the other characters and stuff, and I really like this palace, and I like having, you know, a bit Fortuna there as well. I do have a really old Jabba's palace, the first ever one, the green Jabba, so just having Bit Fortuna now, which I never got back then because he's in one of the side packs, is cool. So I'm happy with the official set, I'm happy with the official figures, but this knockoff set is also very, very good. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course take and have a nice day. I will see you guys soon. Bye bye now.